Here in the U.S., all we seem to hear about is deficits and debt. Yet even the countries that hold a lot of our debt are concerned for our lack of investment at home. China's pension fund head recently said that the U.S. government needs to reduce not just its fiscal deficit, but its trade gap in order to maintain the dollar's stability. U.S. average levels need to be closer to those of developing nations and emerging markets, the manager of China's sovereign wealth fund advised. In other words, even China, which sends so many of its goods here, is worried about our imbalance between imports and exports. And there's another problem. When the U.S. rich used stimulus money and federal help not to hire here, but to seek to maximize profits by hiring abroad, as well as gambling on commodity markets, that cash not only failed to boost the U.S. economy as it was intended, but it also drove up commodity prices and the inflation risk in China and elsewhere. All that, say the Chinese, is not only bad for most Americans, but also destabilizes the global economy. Not exactly the message we've been hearing in this country. The piece the Chinese remember but our media tend to ignore is that ours is a global world. Our so-called jobless recovery in the U.S. is no great news for anyone. Outsourcing, high unemployment, and rock-bottom wages for those with jobs that can't be outsourced, all that leaves even those with full-time work in no mood to spend on Chinese products or anyone else's. Less faith in the U.S. economy and its currency abroad will likely make our national debt bigger, not smaller, as the value of Treasury bonds teeters downwards. GRITtv guest Bob Herbert had it right when he wrote that the U.S. needs a better ruling class after this one, quote, stopped being concerned with the health of society and became almost entirely obsessed with money. The Chinese apparently agree. Now, what can we do to get Washington to wake up and become a more responsible partner for Beijing? Enjoy GRITtv? Want more people to see it? Well, we are making our program available free to public television stations coast to coast. If you would like to see our show on your local public television station, please give them a call and ask for GRITtv with Laura Flanders. Thanks.